Monday morning, good morning my people. It is a Monday morning. It is that favorite day of the week for me, and I think probably my community right now. I think you all love Monday. Okay, so today we are at that point where it's exam times. People are starting to write final exams. People are starting to prepare for the year ends and all that. People are starting to get married as well. It's wedding seasons and stuff. So I thought today on Monday, my theme is simple. It's how to begin anything and actually see it to fruition. What are the things that make other people start things and see them to fruition? Start that business, start the relationship even. Think about it. You start a relationship. I will tell you about it just now. But they see it to fruition. They grow all together. They do all that. What is it that separates people who start and finish things or see them to success? Let me give you 6 nuggets of what you can do, because it's very hard to start anything. A lot of people, you can write a business plan, but to start that business is always difficult. So let me just give you the 6 nuggets. Number 1, vision. This one, what you want to know, what is going to happen in 5, 10, 15 years, in 20, 30 years, even when you are not here. What is actually going to happen? This is where the vision is concerned. It's something so big, it's bigger than you don't even see. It's so important. It looks impossible that you can even attain or achieve it, but at the same time, it excites you. So you need to know what your vision is about anything. Let me make an example. Ladies are very good at this. They say women, especially the Christian, well-groomed, taught women, they ask you very important questions. They fall in love with the vision, not with the man. That's exactly what happens, and they are good at explaining this. You start with them. That's why the first thing they'll ask you, where is this going? What is the vision here? Where will we be in 5 years? Where are you taking us in 10 years, in 20? Because you are the leader. You are the one who's going to propel us or who's going to take us forward. Where is this going? The ladies will ask you this question very well. So that's what I'm talking about. If you have that vision, whatever that you do, if you want to quit, you know exactly because of the vision that you have. It is not that easy to quit. That's the first thing, vision. All right. Now, very, very important about the vision before I get to the next point is that this vision must be so big that it scares and excites you at the same time. But the most important thing, it must be your vision, not somebody's vision. It needs to resonate with your spirit, with your soul. Number 1 is vision. Number 2, clarity. Guys, listen, there is nothing. My coach taught me this where clarity is concerned. He says, give adults instructions like children and let them account like adults. Your team, you say they don't listen. No, give them instructions like children, so there is clarity and they account like adults. That is exactly what happens. You need to be clear in terms of what you're going to do. If you're going to write an exam, you need to be clear what you're writing exam on, the scope of the exam, the time of the exam, the duration, the marks you need to get, and all these things. You need to break it down and find clarity of this thing that you're doing. You have this big vision, you know where you're going. Now you need to find clarity. It needs to be so clear. This is exactly what people who get, I know for sure, I myself, students, I'm telling you right now that you have clarity of what you are going to, what are the outcomes and what you need to work on. Once you have clarity at work, you have given clarity, you know exactly what to do. That actually helps you to actually do the work even properly. That's vision, clarity. Now, after having this clarity, it leads us to the third thing, preparation. So when you are clear as to what you are working on, then you know what to prepare for. But hey, listen to this one. Preparation for failure. Prepare for failure. Why am I bringing failure in this? A lot of us, we are afraid of tackling things because we are afraid of failing. Hey, your wise man said, if you are afraid of to fail, it means you haven't tried anything. Okay? And another thing, when you think of the law of attraction, you get what you focus on. Energy flows where attention is. If your focus is failure, and that's what you are focusing on, that's where your energy is, that's what you manifest. If your focus is the other way around, which is success, that's what you manifest. But now, you preparing for failure comes from this. Preparation prevents poor performance. This is what you call risk analysis, risk management, where risk mitigation, where in everything that you do, you need to, you need to prepare. Look at the risk, look at all your risks. And in that way, you will prepare exactly how you to mitigate them, how you can actually deal with your risk. Do your risk analysis, prepare for failure. The other way for it is that this risk analysis. You are preparing. If failure comes, this is how I'm going to deal with it. You won't be surprised. The chances are you'll probably succeed. Now, the fourth thing, which is very, very important that happens nowadays. Avoid paralysis of analysis. Oh my word. You know what? People, they call themselves perfectionists. These people don't exist anymore. We have passed way past the world of perfectionists. Now, here's the thing. Here's the trick here. The trick is progress is better than perfection. We don't look for perfection. We look for progress. So now what happens here is that a lot of people, they analyze so much that it gets to paralysis and they don't get to start or do anything for that matter. And these are the people that we tend to, or we name them overthinkers. Overthinking is just going to prevent you from taking action. So if you ask me, how do you prevent that? It's simple. Always make a good enough plan that you say, okay, this is a good enough plan, start with it. Progress is very, very important. You can refine your approach when you see that, okay, this is not right. That's what you can do. You can make adjustment as needed, but progress is better than perfection. Do not try to perfect things. We have people who write business plans and they want to start when the business plan is perfect. Now there's a rule there. It says if your plan is perfect, you're already late in terms of starting. So progress is very important. Focus on progress, not perfection. Avoid that paralysis of analysis. Very important. Okay, the fifth thing is build momentum. Listen, this one. Once you start, it's easy to keep going. All right, whether it's running, you want to run, start running. You'll see it's so easy to keep going once you start. You wanna start gymming. Once you start gymming, it's so easy to keep going, because what we are talking about, once you start and you build momentum, what you are doing actually, the science of it here, you are building what you call a habit. Once you start studying every evening from 7 until 9, you keep on doing it. Once you start, you keep going, you build momentum. That's what's going to get you to the end as quick as possible. Building a habit, remember, you need to do the same thing at the same time for 7 days, go to 14 to 21. And then at that time, the habit is fully formed. If you do it for 21 days non-stop, same time, same thing. And then there's another way to take it to the next level, which is what we call that millennial word, or the word of nowadays, automation. If you want to automate it, you take that 21 day and you circle it by 3. So you do 21 days circle, multiply by 3. 3 cycles of 21 days, 63 days. Then you are automated. This thing becomes your second nature, whether it's running, whether it's reading, whether it's anything that you want to do for that matter. You need to formulate the habit, but it comes with build the momentum. Start something and keep it going. And the last one, guys, is power of accountability. Be accountable, hold yourself accountable. If you can't hold yourself accountable, the best thing to do is that let somebody hold you accountable. You know what I'm talking about? People who run. Have you seen? That's why they run in clubs. Basically what they are doing, that's just an accountability systems to say, let's come together, let's motivate each other, let's be accountable to say, we are going to practice for the comrades, we are going to run together, we are accountable to each other to make sure that every Saturday we are there and we are running. That's accountability system, and the power of accountability here is that it keeps you motivated and it keeps you in it. It helps you build that consistency. But at the end of the day is that you can't lie to yourself, because you have to be accountable and go share the results with somebody. That is why accountability is very, very important. That's the power of accountability. So just a summary. Remember the vision. Be clear of the vision. Prepare for that failure. Avoid paralysis of analysis. Build the momentum. And very important, remember the power of accountability. So now, in closure, book recommendation. There's a book, How to Begin, by Michael Stanier. Get this book. It will give you all the nuggets of how to begin, and some of the nuggets that I've shared also from that book, and it will actually help you how to begin and how to sustain, how to become consistent, and how to finish what you start. All the best with everything that you start right now. Go out and finish it. If you don't know, just repeat this video and get the nuggets that I've given you. This is Monday Motivation. I'm your boy TP. Cheers, I'm out.